Hi, everyone. My name is Aaron Smith. I'm an instructor and fellow at the Ayn Rand Institute, and I'm joined by my colleague, Onkar Ghate,
Hi, Aaron.
senior
I'm a
fellow,
senior fellow at ARI.
and also an instructor here as well. And in our capacities as instructors, one of the things we want to announce is that we're going to be holding a seminar on Ayn Rand's essay For the New Intellectual. Ankar, do you want to say a little bit about what participants in the seminar can learn?
Yes, this is one of Ayn Rand's major essays. It's her first nonfiction writing after completing Atlas Shrugged, and I think of the essay as it's in some ways a supplement to Atlas Shrugged. Atlas Shrugged is a grand scale novel about the history of the world, history of civilization, and For the New Intellectual is her perspective on the major forces that have shaped history for good and for evil, and how she thinks about this, how she conceptualizes it, and then it's particularly a call for why the world needs new intellectuals. It needs people to rethink from the foundation up the basic ideas that shape civilization and that will shape it for the better. And it's a call, so it's a call for new intellectuals, and it's very interesting to get how she thinks about the world and what she thinks is needed to move forward in a positive way.
And I think it's a challenging article, actually. And I think this is one of the reasons we wanted to do a seminar on this. It's not something you simply read and, okay, now I understand it, I get it. I think it's a difficult, article, and it's challenging, but it's also um, very Ayn Rand in the respect in which it's deep as well.
Yeah.
So the format of this seminar, as we're conceiving it, is it's going to be held on Zoom, and we will submit some questions, and the participants will then, in effect, do homework. So the participants will read the essay, and we'll send some questions out. Participants can submit their answers to these, and then Onkar and I, as instructors, will read your answers, and in many cases give feedback on some of those in the live session. We might not get to all of them, but because we have to organize how we would structure it. But I think it's
So
one of the valuable things.
yeah, it's a real way both to test your understanding, and as you said, this is a difficult, challenging essay. It's chock full of interesting points. You can test your understanding, but also raise things that you're not sure about what if you understand it or understand it completely, and it's a chance to have further discussion about those points.
Yeah, and get live feedback actually to your assignments and your questions. And so it's one of the things we're trying to offer with the seminar. And so anyone can really take this. I mean, you have to actually do the assignment, do the reading, and show up and so on. But one of the reasons why we're doing this is because Onkar and I and others teach in a program we call the Objectivist Academic Center. So it's basically an intellectual training program we have at the Ayn Rand Institute. And for graded students in this program, the deadline is July 12, and so we want this at a bit to give people the sense of what it's like to actually be in a class in the Objectivist Academic Center, because this is actually how we do it. We do it on Zoom, and there'll be instructors, and you'll have homework and reading and discussion and feedback and so on, and to give people something of a taste of what it's like to actually be a student in the OAC as we call it.
Yeah, it should give you a real window into what it would be like to be a participant in the classroom and taking courses. And it will give some of the issues that we will deal with in more depth. I mean, there's many philosophical issues that come up in For the New Intellectual, and in the courses in the OAC, we go into many of those issues in much more detail.
And the essay too, I mean, it's for the new intellectual, and she's calling for the need for new intellectuals, and that's really the essence of what the OAC program or the Objectivist Academic Center program is for. It's to help offer some kind of a training and in what it looks like to be an intellectual, what kind of issues that one needs to grapple with if you're actually in or pursuing or thinking about an intellectual career. So in effect, it's a training program, and this is something of what it looks like.